COVID numbers. Track cases by county using our interactive map and get the latest health department data. Visit 11alive.com/COVID numbers.
Health experts fear we're just at the start of another surge.
Residents here are some of the first seniors to get the vaccine.
This epidemic can come to an end.
We do have a flash flood warning that just popped up here.
And the fallout of this is just beginning.
The bigger questions are the longer legal ramifications.
Morning news should be both informative and fun. Gone are the days where we're speaking.
Take down this one piece of paper. Put it on top.
Is everybody ready? Yes. Yes, sir. Anybody not ready? Okay, just a second. We're almost ready to go, so we'll, Andy. I think we're just waiting.
You good? Oh, you want to do that too?
Thought you were gonna get out of that easy. Are we good? Yeah. Okay.
Good afternoon. First, I'd like to thank everyone for being here with us. I'm Lieutenant Felicia Claxton, and I'm the commander of the Special Victims Unit. And we're here today to solicit assistance from the public in identifying victims and witnesses in a very sensitive and a very disturbing case. Earlier this year, the Special Victims Unit received an allegation of child molestation that occurred at the West End Family Life and Community Center Summer Camp, also known as the West End Center Camp. The camp was held May, June, and July of 2016, 2017, and 2018 for children ages 5 through 11 at the West End Family Life and Community Center, which is located at 1191 Donnelly Avenue. This case is heartbreaking because the people entrusted to protect children, our most vulnerable population, violated their trust and harmed innocent children. Due to the sensitivity of the investigation and in order to maintain the integrity of the investigation, I am not at liberty to release the name of the suspect or the biographical information. The suspect has been charged and has been arrested, and I ask that if you do locate the suspect's name, please do not release that information. But today we are attempting to identify possible victims and anyone with any information or witness to inappropriate behavior by any of the camp personnel. Once again, it was at the West End Family Life and Community Center Summer Camp, which is also known as the West End Center Camp. If anyone has any information, we ask that they contact the Atlanta Police Department Special Victims Unit. Any questions?
Do you suspect more than one person was involved in this?
We're still investigating that. We don't have any more information on that at this time.
You believe there are more victims?
Yes, we do.
What would lead you to believe to say that?
Because generally that's what happens. We're talking about a series of several years. So when we're talking about years, these sexual assault victims normally take a moment to talk. We're talking about children. This is something that is very sensitive for an adult. So for a child, it's even more difficult. So that's why we're here today to see. We want to get all of our victims here so we can make sure that this person is held accountable.
And what is the suspect charged with right now? Like one count?
There's several felony charges that he's charged with.
And what are the ages of the victims that you have?
All of the victims are under the age of 12.
How many victims do you have so far?
We have several, multiple victims.
Are they still under the age of 12? Or because this happened a couple of years ago, you said?
Yes.
So they're still under 12?
Yes.
Okay. And
Can you clear up something? The incident report has the location as the West End, Atlanta West End Church. Is that affiliated with the camp?
The building belongs to the church, so that's part of our investigation to see if what type of affiliation there, if it was just they were leasing the property or the space. So that's still part of our investigation, yes.
so it's not connected to the church?
We have not determined that yet.
Okay, so he's referring to the West End Seventh-day Adventist Church at 845 Lawton.
That's correct.
On the report it says that's where the complaint came from.
No, the complaint, the victim came here to headquarters to file the complaint.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. I think all the stations, we went to that location and got video of that specific location. So can we not use that video?
Well, like I say, right now we're trying to see what the connection is between the church and the actual camp. The camp was run by some members of the church, so now we're trying to determine, you know, what the church and the community center itself.
Did the suspect,
Like I said, the community center is at 1191 Donnelly Avenue, and that's where the incident occurred.
did the suspect work at this church?
The suspect worked at the camp. The camp is where the suspect worked.
But the suspect was a member of the church.
That's correct.
Can you tell us what gender the victims are?
I'd rather not release that information right now.
And can you give us a ballpark how many victims you're talking about?
Not right now. Like I said, we want to protect the integrity of this investigation because it's very sensitive. So we'd like to keep as much of that information. And once again, we're trying to protect our victims, you know. So when they turn on the TV tonight and see this story broadcast on the news, then, you know, we want to make sure that we're protecting the investigation at the end of the day. Okay, thank you all for coming. That'll be all questions for today.
Ma'am, just one more question. The spelling of your name.
FELICIAXTON.
And title is?
Lieutenant.
SVU.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
Perfection. Great job.
Thank you.